Hey YouTubers, Hawk here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Moonlight Tales mod, which is basically what I consider a werewolf overhaul. Now it adds many gameplay factors to the werewolf. In my opinion, I have been a long-term werewolf fan, so anything that has actually helped out the werewolf in Skyrim is to me a blessing. So firstly I shall show you the ancient ring. This is basically what you use to configure Moonlight Tales. Now I've done this so many times that I don't even need to read anything anymore, but for your guys' sakes I'll kind of explain a little bit about each of these. Basically in your general settings you've got your Wolfkin Alliance, which when this is on, no wolves or basically werewolves should attack you, because they're like, oh okay, you'll basically share their blood with us, you're cool. And if anything attacks you while you're near wolves, the wolves will actually come and attack what is attacking you. The transformation back animation I have off, because I believe that this, along with the stagger animation, seem a bit, not broken, but they break up. They're not smooth, you know, it isn't like a smooth transition between them, so I prefer to have these both off. Werewolf loot. Now when you are in werewolf mode, the one thing I used to find the most frustrating is I've just killed something. Oh, what's it got? Oh, I can't loot you. Oh, okay. Let's wipe out everything, and then you're waiting, standing there for ages, thinking, oh, when's my timer going to run out? Oh, screw this, I just have to leave everything and just forget about it. Basically, you can now loot while you're in werewolf form, which, yay, finally, basically. In terms of your combat settings, you can change your difficulty scale. Now I think mine is on no scale and I'm not entirely certain, but this scales your werewolf. You know, if you have yours on higher difficulty, you can scale it so, you know, you don't feel... Basically what it says, you know, you know, if you play on high difficulties or mods that make the game harder, this will not remove the challenge that high difficulties offer, but will lessen the negative effects on werewolves. So use these options if your werewolf is too weak with your set, and you can change your selection later on. So basically this will change how strong or weak you are. We also have the knockback cooldown. So when you swipe at somebody and they go flying arse backwards, you can't then just keep hitting them and they go flying arse backwards. So basically they actually have a chance to hit you. Because let's be honest, that would be kind of a bit unrealistic. You can just like ragdoll someone around all the time. We also have NPC setting. So when you you have a roar which summons like wolves or werewolves. In the previous perk tree, you'd upgrade it and you'd have ice wolves or whatever. You can choose what you want. I must admit, I'm personally going to change it to that because the wolves I find a bit more annoying. NPCs can knock back. This is defaulted as off. I could turn it on, but so obviously if someone power attacks you, they can then hit you back. But I've left a lot of this of how it would be originally. This means obviously if your NPC is a werewolf, they'll use the werewolf skins, which is associated with Moonlight Tales, so they're not all just like black with yellow eyes. I think that is roughly the same thing, I'm not entirely certain about that one. Then we have your appearance, so you can customise what you look like. You know, your white timber, light timber, loads of different, literally 28 different ones. I personally have still got the black werewolf with red eyes currently on. I will put in some short clips of all 28 skins momentarily for you to see basically what they look like. And that's also the same with the Werebear. As you can see, my disable appearance system because I prefer werewolf. But there are 14 skins for the Werebear. Basically working the same way the werewolf does. But that is just a skin. What else do we have? Lunar transformations. This is one of the best features I think of this. I have this on now. Randomised time between 8 PM and 9 PM on, so you'll have a random transformation between 8 PM and 9 PM. You can, you know, your warning sequence is on, so it'll flash red, and you know, I think I've got a full moon coming up soon, so I'll be able to show you exactly what I mean. But your screen starts flashing red, and that's like you shift into beast form under the influence of the moon, basically. I believe in this, when this happens on a full moon night, you cannot revert until about 5 AM in the morning. You are stuck in werewolf form on full moon. But that all depends on what you've chosen as your moon, like, influence, which is what this comes in. Choose a Lunar transformation preset. Full moon fever. This I personally use. You've got, you know, your preset, you've got your low chances, balanced chances, that could be any night. High chances would mean potentially every single night, or, well, nearly every night. Nightmare presets every night. But I personally like the, excuse me, I personally like the full moon fever. I believe that is everything under that. Tools. Obviously, you don't actually have to book, you know, do the companion's quest line to become a werewolf. You can just be like, oh, I've just spawned into the game, become a werewolf. Awesome. Also, you can cure it, restart the mod itself, but don't need to worry about doing that unless you have any issues. And that's obviously if you want to get rid of it. Now, boring bit over. Oh, and the Ring of Her scene, obviously, or her scene, here scene. Meh. Either way. Once you get that from the quest of Met by Moonlight, you do not actually have to have it equipped anymore for the power to be available to you. You just have to have it in your inventory. Now, hopefully I'm quite far away from town. So, werewolf form. Zoom the camera out. Oops. Did not mean to do that. But basically by sheathing your claws now, as the same with the X button or your square button, you can either activate your night eye or revert form. So awesome, basically. However, your roars now work differently. I'm not sure which ones I have unlocked currently, but as you can see, the howl into the sky, that I believe detects everything for me within a certain mile radius. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, my perk tree isn't fully done up, because on one of these I won't go around just murdering everybody. So obviously deal 100% more damage and gain 100 points of bonus health and stamina in beast form. Feeding heals 40% total health. I'm not sure if that's what I have now. Oh, why don't I read? That's my next rank. I'm not sure what I have currently. Roar of the Pack. Now the roar system's different. Instead of going to the totems in the Underforge and picking which one you want, they are all available to you after you've unlocked the corresponding perk in the perk tree. The totems still play a factor. I believe if you pray every single one once, you get a buff, basically, and that stays with you. But Roar of the Pack, I'm sure most of you who have played as a werewolf, you know what all the roars do. But it's just you aim in different areas to activate them. So obviously aim towards the sky and roar to activate. So you'd look up, press your roar button, boom, summons whatever. Howl at the Moon is heightened senses, which you just see me do by accident, which we aim towards the sky and you sheath your claws. Full Moon Rising, you basically get, your skills improve 20% faster. Bestial Hide, resistance and things. Your revert form is all the way up here. As you can see, I made a beeline for it to get it as soon as I could. Roar of the Predator. So this will be aimed towards the ground and roar, and that will obviously detect all your living creatures. Break entry, I recommend getting this as well, because if you're ransacking somewhere and you're like, oh, sugar, locked door, that's fine, tear up, you throw up, basically. Obviously, if that requires a key, specifically in a quest, then you'll have to find the key. Hunter in the Night, this is basically, oh, crikey, sorry. This is basically night vision. Bestial Hide, just to explain that one, Juggernaut, gain 100% armor rating in beast form, sprint into enemies, knocks down. So I've accidentally ran 3 people before and they'd all just gone flying. And I didn't work out why, and I was like, oh, okay. Now some of these other ones get lesser powers as well for inhuman form, so summon one Wolfpack member for 60 seconds, yada yada yada. Roar the Predator and Hunter sense now detects all creatures, even undead and dwarven automatons. Bane of the Dead. Roar of Terror ability now turns undead for 10 seconds. Feral Impulse. Attacks in beast form have 10% chance of doing critical damage. Attacks in beast form have 10% chance to bleed enemies, so blood first. Beast Within. If we can get to it. Greater power in human form. Deal double physical damage for 120 seconds. 1% chance to activate beast form when struck. Using this power reveals your true nature to those around you, possibly turning them hostile. Transform into a beast now heals you to full health. Human form gains 50% bonus health and stamina, and unarmed attacks deal 20% points of bonus damage. I must admit, I would like to get that, but I need to get Call of the Wild first. So get that, and then I'll move on to getting endurance. Dragonbane. Unleash a terrifying roar that forces dragons to land. So essentially sort of like Dragon Rend perhaps, but not. Feral Rage, deal 20% more damage for each consecutive hit at the cost of slowly draining health. Can stack up to 10 times and is disabled below 30% health. So this won't kill you, basically. Rejuvenation, draw on the power of the moon to heal yourself to full health for over 5 seconds. Can only be used once per transformation. Handy. Get it. aspect of her scene, or hear a scene, depending on how you want to say it. Her scene acknowledges you as a chosen hunter. Power attacks in beast form hit all targets in front of you and you take no full damage. Feeding now heals 50% of total health. So as you can see, the overall perk tree is a lot better. It has a lot more in it. Fair enough, the shape is technically gone now, but who cares? That's a better perk tree. Keep it. Awesome. Nice. Now, I believe there is also another mod. I think it's Blood Moon or something like that. It's not actually released on Xbox, but on PC it is based upon feedings. So like, the more people you kill, like, the higher your rank will be, the more buffs you get and stuff. I'm hoping that they port that over at some point. Now, just to show you here, actually. Now, what I'm about to show you is down to a different mod, which I will explain in a different video, but hey, did you notice how Farkas didn't actually attack me when I transformed? That's down to a different mod. Say tweak commands. Now, the awesome thing about this is my follower is also a werewolf, and you can now command them to change, basically, which is pretty nice when you don't want to be running around by yourself. Like I say, I might end up doing a bit more on Moonlight Tales when I unlock the whole perk tree, but I'm not really sure yet. Some wisps down there, no thanks. Hate wisps, so annoying. You know, you'll always notice as well before you transform or transform back, you'll always see the default skin of the werewolf first. Oh, what have I done? There we go. This does take a little while to change, but I still think it's quite a smart feature. There we go, sword. Put this on. Just to double check it's definitely the one. Yep, definitely the one. Right. So it's actually night time. I've stuck Hunter's night vision on. Now what's happened here is Hunter's night vision has now changed to Predator vision, so you can see where everyone is in the dark. Obviously feeding still gains perk points. If you do search while feeding, then obviously the feeding sound will finish before you actually finish. Also, if you do use I need, as in that I need food, water, sleep, feeding actually replenishes your need for food and your thirst, because, well, you've basically, you know, sated it. But yeah, I won't be able to revert until 5 AM now, so let's have a run around. But I think the Predator's vision is a nice touch, considering, you know, it might be pitch black, can't see, don't know where you're getting hit from. This kind of puts it into a different perspective. Got a fox. But as you can see back there, I was looting fine, as if you were just, you know, normal character. Saying that, I'm curious. You're not supposed to be able to revert until about 5 in the morning. Now I'm curious to try to see if we can, and if we can, we shouldn't be able to. So let's do a bit of testing, shall we? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, maybe not. Am I reverting or am I not reverting? Well, everything else is... Oh, there we go. Okay, so I might as well change focus spec again. Well, on that note then, YouTubers, this should be the end of the video, but I believe that the whole feature of being able to revert there shouldn't have been able to happen because it's only 2:47 AM. And I know from reading through the actual, you know, how the mod actually works is when you're shifted via the moon, you shouldn't be able to revert back till about 5 AM. So, on that note then, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, you know, leave a like and please subscribe. Until next time, hawk out.